What up, guys? The Union Raid is up, so it's time for our 3-day shenanigans. We have some interesting bosses this time, but I kind of just want to use, like, electric. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be going against the train guy, then. If I want to be using, like, an electric team. I don't think this guy will have an electric skill check, but it is only day 1, so this is just going to get pulverized, like, instantly, so there's that. Dang it, dude, I'm so a little bummed that they pushed back the damn Stellar Blade Nibble Arena set, man. Come on, I wanted to open that. And I also wanted to do it for, like, a nice special, like 100 special or something. I think we're close to 400, we're, like, really close, which is crazy, bro. We've been going really hard for the anniversary. Thank you guys for all the support, per usual. I don't really know, like, what's the move for doing, like, specials or whatever. I always think the best way to do that is just me spending money and opening packs, so that's fun. Dang, I didn't put that there. Whatever. So, I don't know. We'll see. It is kind of just like grief, though, because if I plan to do something like that, and then a situation arises where it's like this, where the set I wanted to open for said, like, quote-unquote special gets delayed, then we're kind of grief. And also, like, realistically, just regularly, it could get delayed by, like, shipping and stuff, so it's kind of grief regardless. But one thing, though, that I am thinking is maybe I might start planning a trip to Japan with my friends. Maybe for, like, September, because there'll probably going to be, like, events over there in Japan that might be interesting to go see at that time. I know September is probably, like, kind of a grief time to visit and whatnot, just like usually in the seasons and whatnot. But, what's the worst that can happen? Which also, in that case, I'm thinking maybe I should buy, like, a decent camera. Maybe I can do some, like, cringe vlog. I can be like one of those annoying tourists that just put, like, cameras everywhere. That'll surely end up being well, right? If anything, mainly I kind of just want an excuse to buy a better camera. Also, that'll help pack openings, because using my phone kind of sucks, and sometimes I feel like the quality's kind of grief when I'm, like, editing and stuff. But we'll see how I end up deciding. Honestly, I don't really know how I would plug in a regular camera and use that on my computer. I'd have to look that up and then weigh the odds. But anyways, that's it for day 1 of the Union Raid. Pretty easy per usual. We don't really get into any trouble until the hard mode. But anyways, I will see you guys on day 2 for the Union Raid. Alright, here we are for day 2, and I think my Union destroyed it this time. It's only day 2 and we're already on the hard mode. Yeah, do we get an extra day then? I actually don't know. Anyways, let's just go until we'll fight this dude day 1. I don't think we need, like, an electric skill check thingy to not grief us. We'll see. I'll have to pull something out of my ass if we do need it. Let's hope I don't need to do that. Let's see. I mean, this guy shouldn't be too hard. Okay, there we go. Just gotta make sure everybody aims. I can probably play on auto. Yeah, this will be free. I'm gonna get support from, what's-her-face? The Ada, whatever. She'll be giving everybody true damage, so we should be gaming. And screw it, dude. I threw Mint on here yet. Fuck it. I have her built up a little bit. I think she's currently built for the showcase, which at the time of recording, I haven't done that yet. It will be soonish. Actually, I'll probably do it tomorrow. I like doing, for example, showcases or something on, like, Saturday morning, and then just edit them, like, immediately so that they can be out on the same day, just so that, you know, I'm a bit refreshed from sleeping instead of after work and my brain's kind of fried. I do the showcase. I feel like that's just better for the video quality. However, that is not the case for me doing these hard mode Union Raids. Fuck it. Screw it. Let's do that shit right next. After work, baby. We should be fine. Anyways, let's see. What was I yapping about last time? Oh, I think the move would be to go to Japan. We're thinking the week of September 20th, I think? 20th to 27th. Which is funny, because it ends up lining up with the release of the Wishwar Set 2. And, okay, bro, are you guys gonna aim or just look at them? Like, what? Bro, like, why is my team just staring at them? Excuse me, the train is right there. Okay, I'll just hold left click with N, if that is. Alright, so next time I will just hold left click with Siren, and then I mean everybody will shoot exactly where I want to, huh? Okay, don't kill her, please. Anyways, it's looking like that would be ideal for us to go. Well, not ideal as in, I don't know, some other stuff, but hey, that coincides with the Wishwar Set 2, and then also Pokemon is getting their, I think, 30th anniversary, right? I think that's when that's supposed to come out, so honestly, hey, that's not too bad. We can go peep the Pokemon Center and see how that works. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how exactly the whole schedule for that is. I'm not the biggest follower of the Pokemon just because the prices are so disgusting and like it's not even worth, bro. Like at this point, if there's a set that you like, what you want to do is just pray that you somehow get like a sealed product and then wait like at this point 1 or 2 months and then the prices just skyrocket disgustingly and then you just sell it back and then buy the chase card that you wanted. Like that's literally how you play Pokemon nowadays, which is actually disgusting, bro. Like it's the whole point is to quote-unquote catch them all, bro, but you're not opening any fucking packs. You're just sitting there jerking off. Like, bro, come on, guys, let's be for real for a second. So, you know, I'm not the most keep on the Pokemon stuff. However, it'd be fun to go over there and check that out. Also, there's like a bunch of plushies and stuff. The thing, though, that I was thinking, actually, which is kind of grief, I didn't buy a lot of Nendroids for Nikke. I only bought Anis, and then I pre-ordered some of the ones that are already coming out. So, like, who was it? Soda is pre-ordered. She's coming out. I pre-ordered that. I think Blanc and Noor were either announced for pre-order or they're already out to be pre-ordered. If they're already out, then I definitely pre-ordered them. But if they're not, then I didn't. I did pre-order Cindy. Cindy's getting one, so I got that one. Who else? From the top of my head, I don't remember. Oh, and then there's Eve. That's kind of a side topic, but I got Eve pre-ordered as well. I'm thinking I'll just do these two, screw it. Oh, Moran is the first one, electric. That team should be fine. I mean, I didn't see an electric check, so we should be fine. Anywho, but yeah, I would have to plan out the whole week, which I'm not sure. Honestly, I wouldn't mind going to Tokyo, but I feel like that's kind of just like the basic thing to do. I kind of want to go somewhere else. Then again, if we were, you know, to go over there, a lot of the stuff that we would end up trying to see is in Tokyo, so we'd have to take like the train over there, which I guess isn't too bad, right? The train system over there is pretty goated. At least I hear. I don't know, maybe it's kind of grief, but hey, I can understand a basic, you know, amount of Japanese, so I should be fine. And plus, I have a lot of friends that already went over there, and they're like, yeah, you don't have to speak like Japanese at all. They just winged it, I guess. They just raw dogged it, and I was like, alright, well, I should be in a better situation since, you know, I at least know a decent amount, I'd say. I think my problem is I just literally have no time, bro. I come home from work, I do all this bullshit, and then I just try to get in, like, my hours for Japanese practice. It's just so grief. I think what I have to do is I need to just force myself to pick up, like, mangas in Japanese, like, read the raws. The problem is, one, I need to find the website for that. Number two, it's just gonna slow down my reading so bad. Like, if I want to catch up to something, it's just so grief. Which, honestly, best case scenario would be if I try to read the ReZero web novel. The problem is the dickhead author uses big-ass words, bro. I'm not gonna be able to read the big words. Like, come on, man. It makes the series good, but, like, dude, I can't read the big words, bro. Give me a break, my guy. Anyways, we should be fine. And then I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to peep some of the Aquarians over there. I have, like, one that I follow on Instagram. Like, it's, I think it's called Tokari Center. That one's in Hokkaido, though, which is kind of grief because that's hella far north. So, I would have to see, like, if the move is to take a train hella early all the way over there, or if that's just, like, unrealistic. I think it should be fine, right? A lot of Japan is just connected via trains. I would just have to plan it out. It's kind of just in the back burner. Which, hey, dude, that whole hentai virus on the horizon, or talks about that. If there's another pandemic, you guys think the plane tickets are gonna be cheaper, huh? You think that'd be good for me? Dude, at this point, I don't know. I think maybe it's cocky to say this considering there's other people who lived through, you know, world wars, but hey, man, at this point, the world might end in my lifetime, so, you know, if that's the case, let's just fucking wing it, baby. Fuck it. What's the point of sitting on money and stuff when I can just be gaming over there? Think about it. And at this point, if the world's gonna end, dude, I might as well just go on a trip, bro. What the hell? I've never been on a trip before, bro. I've never left the country. Actually, that's a lie. I went to Mexico when I was like 3 years old, but that doesn't count, okay? That wasn't more of a trip. That was just me tagging along, so that doesn't really count. This is actually a genuine trip I'll be taking, eh? And I mean, I have enough money saved up. We should be gaming. Especially with any impulse spending I end up doing over there, which, I don't know, could be a lot, could be not too much. I want to visit the Nike store over there, the Mega Nikke, I believe it's called. Also, I like pronouncing Nike like that because it's funny, okay? And also, I don't know why, but it just feels like it sounds stupid in English. Maybe that's just me. I feel like in other language, if I would pronounce it, like, regularly, it'd be normal. And I mean, obviously, in Japanese, if I were to pronounce it, it'd just be get out in Japanese, like how I play this game. Actually, I guess in Korea, you would pronounce it the same, right? Koreans pronounce it the same. I think this should be fine. And then, yeah, I can play as Moron. Yeah, we should be fine. But anyways, yeah. I'll visit that store and probably fucking buy too much stuff, to be honest. Sometimes I see, like, posts on Instagram of people like, hey, I headed over there, like, for the first time or whatever. Here's my haul, and I'm like, oh my god. Talk about impulse spending. I say that, then, like, if I'm ever in their shoes, I'd just buy the most disgusting amounts of shit over there. But yeah, I'm not really sure what exactly their inventory is, because I think I can check online, like, what exactly they have, but I'm not sure if it's, like, briefed for me since I'm, you know, overseas. Sometimes, one, Japanese websites suck cock 3000. I don't think those guys know how to make, like, a real working website. Like, whenever I go on Union Arena or Wish Wars, those are some of the worst websites I've ever seen in my entire life. One, okay? Two, honestly, I'm not sure how accurate a lot of that stuff is if you're seeing it overseas. Like, I think region block or, like, region variety or whatever the hell kind of plays a part into that and is kind of annoying, but let's see. What was I saying again? I went a whole spiel about spending money on the damn region block. Oh, yeah. I would have to figure out, like, the whole plan. Which, honestly, I feel like most of the plan, if I'm over there, is just going to be exploring, just running around. At the very least, though, I could avoid most tourist traps. I mean, pretty easily, right? I feel like the main thing for tourist traps is obviously if you don't really understand the whole, you know, situation and or the language, which I think I should be fine. Oh, and another thing I was looking, which was good, because of, like, the date we're picking, or we would pick to go over there, is I saw in the LA, like, Anime Expo or whatever, previews or, like, guide or whatever the hell, basically a list of, like, what was gonna happen. I saw that there were, like, events for Nike there, and specifically they showed past events, like where they did and when they did, and I saw that they did one, I think it was exactly September 24th in Tokyo last year. So hey, if they do that again, I'll just go to that, dude. It's perfect. Dude, genius, bro. I'm telling you guys, it'd be perfect. Actual W plan. Unfortunately, it could get griefed by, you know, world events, but hey, here's to wishing that I can have a normal vacation eventually, eh? And hey, think about it. I was looking into some house stuff, which that is probably going to get delayed until, like, next year, in case you were still curious about the whole plan for that. Which is kind of grief, because, you know, all the stuff I'm buying is still just sitting in the corner of my room in their box. You know, I don't really have a place to display it, and I kind of want to wait till I move out so I can get a nice space. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably could make it fit in my room currently, but I'd have to move some stuff around, and I'm not in the mood to do that, I'm not gonna lie. It's just a pain in the ass. And then let's see. That would be really nice. And if that whole, like, pandemic shit happens, hey, maybe the house prices could go down too. So it would just be double gaming, It'd be perfect, bro. I'm telling you. The only bad thing that could happen is obviously the world ending, but hey, that's neither here nor there, right? At that point, I mean, what can you do, right? I'm just gonna go out in a blaze of glory at that point. I'll just fucking whatever. We can just die in Japan at this point. I don't even care. I'll just go to the most... where should I even go? Actually, at that point, I don't think they'd be allowing, like, flights or anything, right? I think that's the one thing they'll probably start taking down. Which at that point... I don't know. I did a decent amount of damage. Honestly, I've never been in this situation where the hard mode is out on the second day. So I'm not sure if we're gonna get another run for that. I'm actually curious. I wouldn't mind getting another run for that, do more damage. We can get the scores a bit boosted. But we'll see. Anyways, there's that spiel on that. I'm not sure if there's going to be another day for that. If there is, then this is kind of going to be a bit awkward. Actually, if there is, then I'm just going to record the outro later. Yeah, maybe I'll just sit here and I'll be like, hey, I'll see you guys on day 3 of the Union Raid. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but actually, hey, I'll just cut all this out. How about that? Anyways, maybe I will see you guys on day 3 for the Union Raid. If not, then I'm going to cut and there'll be another outro. Yay! See you guys then. Okay, so there is no 3rd day for the hard mode. Or I think you have to clear all of like the hard mode in 1 day and then it unlocks another day of hard mode, I guess. I'm not sure how that works. I'm going to leave the last part in though. That'd be funny. It's like a bit scuffed, but it is on brand. We do things kind of scuffed here. Look on the bright side. I can at least do a free summon for the day, huh? That'll be fun. And we can get nothing here. Yay! How much do we even have left of this? I think tomorrow's like the last day, right? Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. We still got 2 more days, it looks like. Anyways, that is it for the Union Raid. A bit scuffed. I can now see how it works a bit. There technically doesn't really need to be 2 days, or 3 days, sorry. It could take 2 days instead. Just for like the hard mode and stuff. Oh well, we'll see how we figure it out in the future, but anyways, that is it for the hard mode this time around. Let me know what you guys think about this month's Union Raid, and if you want to support the channel, subscribing and sharing is very appreciated, and I will catch you guys later.